let's talk about what a chemical pregnancy is. But first, I am so sorry that you're going through this. I'm sending you so much love and I'm thinking about you. And so many people experience a chemical pregnancy and have so many questions with little to no answers. So I'm more than happy to give you those answers. So a chemical pregnancy is exactly what we talked about in the last video. So fertilization happens in the uterine tube. It travels throughout the uterine tube, has its division process, and turns into a blastocyst, and the blastocyst gets implanted into the uterine lining. All of that takes place. Now, what happens when, if you remember in the last video, what happens when a blastocyst gets implanted into the uterine lining? HCG, the human chorionic gonadotropin hormone, starts to be produced. Now, this is the key thing that a pregnancy test looks for, a pregnancy test in the urine and a pregnancy test in your blood. So once this hormone is being produced, that's what signals that you are pregnant. And so what usually happens after that is development. Now, with a chemical pregnancy, that development of the implanted blastocyst never happens. And when that development stops, your HCG drops and your uterine lining sheds. So then you get your period. The reason we refer to it as a chemical pregnancy is because development never happened. So there was never a gestational sac that we can see on an ultrasound. The only thing that told us you were pregnant is the HCG hormone. That is the only chemical that we see that identified your pregnancy, and that is why it's referred to as just a chemical pregnancy. Now, why does this happen? Most times it's because of a chromosomal abnormality. So if you remember in the last video, I showed you how as it travels through the uterine tube, it starts to divide, the fertilized egg. And during this division process, when it's going from 2 cells to 4 cells and a bajillion different cells, what's happening is a division process that can create errors sometimes. And when those errors take place, it can carry throughout the process and into the blastocyst. So when it implants, if the body recognizes that this blastocyst is just not viable and worth continuing because of those errors, the body will just signal to stop supporting it. And chemical pregnancies are much more common than we ever realized because nowadays pregnancy tests are super advanced and can actually detect the HCG hormone super early on, like within a few days of implantation happening. And it's important to understand that pregnancy begins at implantation, but not every implanted blastocyst will continue. And that truly highlights just how much early pregnancy is biologically selective and it's not a failure on your end. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what other comments you guys have down below, and I'm sending you so much love.